So today started off really great, and then I went on to Blender 2.8. And then I feel like I literally got blended. I was on that program, Will It Blend, and they sort of got me, Grant, and chucked me into the blender and splattered everywhere. It was horrible. So today is about setbacks. And what I wanted to do today, I had a good list, and I've got it in front of me. I'm going to do a painting tutorial, and it's going to be about metal. You can see what I'm doing here, hopefully. And then I wanted to do Andy's low poly tree because the design wasn't great last time, so I thought, right, I'm going to really work on that this morning. Did a bit of that. And I also want to do quite a few jobs around the house because it's half term. I'm a teacher, half term, so we're all excited, all us teachers, and we've got a week off and we've got to cram in as much as you can into that week, I'll tell you. Which is one of those funny things sometimes. If you're a really busy person and you get the chance to have a quick break, you feel like you've got to do loads with that, and that can actually end up being quite stressful. But anyway, that's another topic for another time. What I wanted to do was my painting tutorial, and then I saw some other tutorials like J&M, and he did a really nice tutorial about PBR texturing. There was another person as well, and I thought, wow, 2.8 is looking really amazing. I'm going to give that a go, try and get used to it, try and practice in it and things like that, and then see how or whether I can do a tutorial on 2.8 or whether I should do my next painting tutorial in 2.8. So I opened it up, and lo and behold, I got stuck trying to open a window because all I wanted to do was split the windows, and you know how you grab those three little lines at the top and pull it across, and that's how you did it in the old one. There's no lines there. So I tried pulling it across and nothing was happening. I'm thinking, oh, maybe if I hold control or something like that. Look up on the internet, and then I see people just doing it. And I think, what? How do they do that? And so I go up into the corner and you just drag it. You just drag it across. Okay. So after sort of like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of sort of getting a bit frustrated, thinking, oh, I can't even open a new screen, I managed to pull it across. But then how'd you get rid of it? And I was pulling it across and just creating loads of new windows like a complete noob. And it's a real nightmare. But then I found that, oh, I can click it and just get rid of it. But what am I actually doing? And I still can't tell now how on earth I actually get rid of the windows and create new ones. It just seems quite awkward. And it seems random whether it does create a new one or get rid of one. And I've actually had to ask a question on Stack Exchange, how do I do this? And I feel like a complete newbie. And that was just the first thing. Then I looked at the tutorials and I was thinking, well, how come they've got all these tabs across the top of the screen? And I was thinking, where are the tabs? Do I have to do something crazy to get these tabs? And all the time I was using a few weeks old version of Blender 2.8. And then I thought, oh no, I've got to download the new version. And I'm like, what a noob again. And then I loaded it, opened it, no new tabs. Why are there no new tabs? How do these people manage to get these new tabs? Oh man, they must be doing something special. Let's go back to their tutorial and see what they do. So I watched their tutorial again, thinking, how did they get those tabs? And then I realised I still had the old folder. So I was clicking on the old one still, even though I downloaded the new one. So I finally got it going, but I spent like an hour trying to get that sorted. So that was a bit frustrating. So yes, this episode is about setbacks and what you can do about them. I'm one of those people that likes to can't blog either. I'm quite bad at blogging. I want to be able to talk to the camera like I'm talking now. And I might make, let's say, a little mistake. I don't know, like now I'm pausing too much. But every time I do that when I'm blogging, I feel like I need to start again. And this is the first time that I've done a long run of a conversation and not paused and not done something stupid. And my mind just goes sort of slightly blank as I'm looking at the camera. So I'm actually quite bad at this, and it takes me a long time to do these vlogs. I'm still enjoying it, but I'm very bad at it. Anyway, so I'm one of those sort of people that likes to write a list of things that I'm going to do throughout the day. And I rarely get through the whole list. I tick things off as I go, and you sort of feel really happy that you've ticked them off, and you feel proud of yourself. But it always comes to the end of the day, and I haven't got through the whole lot, generally speaking. I do try and stick to those bare minimum routines. That's important to me. Have your bare minimums, definitely. The main thing for me is to not get stressed about them. As much as I joke about going, and crying and that sort of thing, I was getting a bit stressed about Blender 2.8 earlier, but it was short-lived, and I've roughly got to the idea of what I'm doing in that program now, and I found those magic tabs in the new version that was available all the time. So it's really important not to get stressed and angry. And you kind of realise that as you get older. I'm not saying that I'm a really old man, but never have I been stressed and anything good has come out of it. So stress as a reaction to things is quite a bad thing, unless you're being chased by a lion or something and you need an adrenaline rush, and then that's a good thing. But generally speaking, stress is pretty awful because we're sitting in front of a computer, you get stressed and you can't focus. So that's my first tip for setbacks, is to not get stressed. Sounds easy. No, it isn't. I know it isn't, but try not to get stressed. And if you are getting stressed, you just have to take a deep breath. I know, again, that's really cheesy, but it does actually help just sort of breathe in and think, this is not that important. My second tip is to be positive. I'm very much a positive sort of thinker, and I think that really helps me in my life to be generally happy and excited about the things I do and think about the best in situations. If you think negatively, you might think, oh well, that's fair enough because that's really rubbish, I don't want to do that, or whatever it is. But it just gets you down. I see negative people and I just think that must be so tough for you. And I don't know whether they've sort of trained themselves to be like that sometimes. The more negative you are, the more negative you become, it seems. And they almost have a frown on their face and they're very sort of abrupt, and instead of saying, oh yeah, they say, no but. And you just think that's not a great way to be. I don't think anyway. I know some people will say, well no actually. But that's what I mean. Try and be really positive and you'll just feel more comfortable about things, in my opinion. And these things of course are all my opinion. I'm just quite a happy person, so I feel like I want to get that across sometimes. So be positive, no matter how hard it seems, be positive. I think that's a major thing for setbacks. The other thing that I think, and now someone's just started their motorbike outside. What? Setbacks. The other thing that I think is useful, and I've probably said this before, but be adaptable. So with all my plans that I had, I was really excited, had a big day planned, and then I got blended. But I thought to myself, actually no, that's okay, I've learned something out of that, and I've moved on. I am a stage ahead of where I was, although it feels like I've taken some steps backwards, but I am ahead of myself because I've started Blender 2.8 and started the process of integrating and moving across. So be adaptable. And then I thought, well, why not just do a blog about it? That's kind of an interesting topic. Maybe I can encourage someone out there who's going through some setbacks. Now I might be sounding a bit flippant and dismissive of people's setbacks. I don't mean to be like that, and you may think that setback that you had wasn't really a setback. It's fair enough, and I don't want to judge anybody's life, and they're probably going through something. You might be going through something really difficult at the moment, and you might be shouting at me because the only problem I've had is Blender 2.8, which is only about 45 minutes of messing about, and I've kind of solved the problem now. But I do think these things can help, and that's why I talk about them and blog about them, because I find them interesting. I find the communication with people about these things interesting. So I hope I'm not annoying anybody by saying this. So some days will be really annoying. You will get massive setbacks and they'll be massively frustrating, but don't get stressed, be positive and be adaptable. That's my 3 things for the day. So comment below to let me know how you deal with setbacks and whether you think my opinions are rubbish or flippant. You could even tell me how you're getting on with Blender 2.8. You could even answer my question on Stack Exchange about what on earth is going on with the new split screen thing. I'm probably going to be bombarded with comments about how much of an idiot I am, perhaps. Also, you can get along to the Discord server where you can chat to me and other like-minded people. We were talking about game consoles and things this morning, which is quite interesting. Oh, that is frustrating. Someone with their bike outside and they keep revving it up and I cannot do this vlog because of it. Perhaps I'll leave this in because it's another setback. They just seem to have it on their driveway as well. They're not even moving, they're just revving it up. I don't know whether it will actually affect the sound quality or not. You might be able to hear it in the background. They're still revving it up. Oh, they're going now. Do also comment if you have any other questions or ideas for blog posts that you'd like to see or tutorials you'd like to see. Lots of people have asked me about how much I earn from YouTube, and I'll talk about that in a future blog definitely. And lots of people seem to ask about the freelancing and discussing the freelancing, so I'll probably do a few more on those if people are happy for me to do that. So let me know about these things in the description. Have a positive day and thanks for watching.